All right, so we're back. This is our first video for 2023, and it will be our top 22 action figures / collectibles for 2022. We actually did it like a combining thing, so it's 11 and 11. That's going to be our 22 combined. Bub, do you want to hit off with number 11 for you?
Okay, number 11.
Let's hear it.
And let me move that so they don't get a sneak peek.
Oh, no sneak peeks.
The 11th spot is mostly kind of like an honorable mention for me.
Oh, it is. Okay. I have a bunch of honorable mentions.
The greatest thing, but for what it is, it's pretty neat. Can I turn the turntable on?
Yeah, go ahead. Hit that bad boy on.
Where's the button at?
You can't see with this mask.
No, I can't. So for number 11 on my spot is the Spider Buggy from, I believe, Hasbro. It's mostly like an honorable mention for being on, like, that's what my 11th spot is. And it's like, it was $20, and it's not like the greatest thing ever, but it's still a pretty cool. Neat little like 6-inch scaled Spider Buggy.
You had do a little bit of modding.
I did a little bit of modding. I unscrewed it, took it apart, and then shaved down the part where their legs go in to sit into the buggy so that it was easier to put them in and they didn't like scrape them up, which is the reason why they're at number 11, is that it took a little bit of modification for it to work, but I think it works very well.
I think it looks pretty cool. Actually, I really like it. I think it looks pretty neat.
Especially in a year where Hasbro has shown their refusal to make cars for figures at a decent price. So for this being $20, not that bad.
Not bad at all. Looks pretty cool. All right. So let's go ahead and switch it over to me again. So I was like thinking about all the stuff I had. So number 11 for me, this would have been like a Christmas type figure, and this would have been the Advent calendar. So check this out. Look, the Advent calendar. Bam, Droid Factory Advent calendar, and it actually came with 6 droids that you're able to build over the month. So over the actually like what 24 days. So I'm gonna throw that up here and show you guys what those little figures look like. All right, so those are the figures that we got, well, at least that I got for the Christmas time, and I really enjoyed them. I was actually pretty surprised that the Gonk droid is in there, so that was pretty cool. And they have like a little modified chopper there in the bottom. So for I don't remember how much these were, but my wife, she got this for me, and I believe this thing was like maybe like $69, but it's cool. I love the Build-A-Droid figures, so that's going to be my number 11 for the actual figure. So I love these things. Let's hit you up with your Bub, with your number 10.
My number 10 spot for the list is the McFarlane Gold Label Azrael Batman.
Bam.
He's pretty neat. The reason why he's at the number 10 spot is mostly because it's a gold label figure, which means it's stupid to find. And can you not go so... Thank you, crowd that's in my head. McFarlane this year did a lot of annoying Walmart exclusives, which was bad and terrible. But Azrael, he's a really cool exclusive if you were able to find him.
How are they bad and terrible?
Because Walmart never puts them out.
Well, that's true. You can never find them, so it's kind of weird that they put them out and you can never find them.
Like that Shazam. I tried really hard trying to get that Shazam. Never found it, and I never will find it. So, that sucks. But Azrael, we did find. And he's found really
a couple
cool.
Of them.
And if you can find them for a decent price, then I'd recommend it. And if you can't, then just don't do it.
How much are they now? Are they going like crazy?
I think they're pretty stupid.
Like
second
what?
Market.
What do you think?
I think like it was 80 or 100 or something stupid.
Okay, that is kind of stupid. Crazy prices on those.
But yeah, he's really neat. McFarlane actually did a lot better this year, in the second half at least, ignoring the side eyes. The side eyes were stupid and terrible. But yeah, McFarlane is finally actually getting pretty decent with their releases.
All right, so now to my number 10. So my number 10, I'm gonna hit you guys up with this one. This is pretty cool. This figure won't even fit on that stand. It looks kind of weird, and it's kind of like got some junk on the front of it. But my number 10, bam, there we go. Forrest Whitaker action figure, Saw Gerrera, Rogue One. I think this is probably the best figure that they came out with for Rogue One. It's one of my favorites. Let's see if it even fits up here. Give him a little spin. He's taking a spin on the action cam. Still one of my favorite characters in Star Wars. and I actually thought they did a really good job on this figure. So that's my number 10. So let's hit it up with Bub with his number 9.
My number 9 spot is specifically Black Adam with the Throne from Black Adam.
Oh, dude, he's sweet.
Now, I did customize him so the emblem looks a lot better, but basing him like off of his original figure without any of the custom paint jobs and stuff, I still think he was really neat. The Throne is a really cool piece.
I think it's an awesome piece.
And McFarlane finally got a really good looking head sculpt that looks exactly like The Rock.
And it doesn't have the awkwardness, you know, tiny legs and tiny torso.
Also nice proportion.
Yeah, proportion's good. Only thing I wish they would have done is they would have did something with the back.
Oh, where it's not just the empty.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little bit hollow, but it's still pretty. It's a pretty cool piece. And
how much was that bad boy?
I think it was just 25.
That's not too shabby. Not too shabby
at least McFarlane is pretty consistent with the prices, unlike other toy brands.
And I think that was one thing that, you know, we were talking about that earlier in the weeks, is like all the prices have gotten so high for some of the action figures. I've actually stopped buying certain ones because of the price point has gotten so high. So I think McFarlane's doing a good job with the price points on all their action figures across the board. Yo, so Bub was correct. I did not record my number 9. So this is a post edit that I'm going to put in here. And so my number 9 actually was my graded comic books. Boom, check it out. I picked up a graded 0.9 graded Marvel Zombie, and I picked them up for 25 bucks at that Dallas toy show. That was another incredible find. 25 bucks graded, slabbed. You can't beat it. This is no chump slab. Boy, this is a CGC 9. Wish it was higher, but hey, 25 bucks is a good graded slab. And then my other one I picked up for this year, and then I also picked up the 9.2 Toxic Crusader #1, based off the cartoon. You know I love Toxic Avenger, and this is slabbed by CBCS, and I wish it was a CGC, but it is not. It is a CBCS 9.2 Toxic Crusader, and I think I picked this one up for maybe like 75 bucks. And this is one of my best finds right here. It was a 9 for 25 bucks. So the two graded comic books that I picked up this year that I really love are these. I actually have a couple of Toxic Crusader #1s, actually Toxic Avenger #1s that I picked up, but I do not have them here right now. And I did pick up a bunch of raw ones that I want to get graded. So this is going to be put in after all of the stuff. And now we're going to jump over to number 8. I'm going to have to go dig for my number 8. It's like behind me. It is a Masters of the Universe, and it was something that I found. And I actually think Bub, you found it for me.
Yeah.
Do you want to grab it?
I think I can grab it. I'm going to put him on the spinning.
Yeah. Put him on the spinner. Let's see what he is.
God. This guy?
Yeah. All right. And for my number 8 is going to be the Masters of the Universe Orko. Check him out. This is the 40th anniversary. I did not find him on the first wave. This is a second wave run. I was able to pick him up, and I totally think he's awesome.
His stand's really cool.
His stand is super cool. You know, I wish they would have had like the his spell ring around him and stuff like that. That would have been cool to have. But I am happy with this one. I'm glad I picked it up, and that is going to be my number 8. All right, so Bub's looking at his list. You know, did you guys get some cool figures this year? Did you guys make a list? If you guys made a list, hit us with that list in the comments. We'd like to hear from you guys what you guys did. And here we go. This is Bub's.
My number 8 spot is the retro carded animated series Spider-Man.
Bam, there he is. Spider-Man.
This can also double as the Amazing Fantasy mold. Just like in general, that mold is really neat. This is probably my favorite Spider-Man figure that I have, or at least one of my favorites. I love the pinless joints. The webbing I got on him was actually really good, although I've seen some definitely bad quality control on this one. Which is why, even though I think he's a really good figure that comes with some cool accessories with the different hands.
How many different hands did it come with?
I think it comes with 3 pairs of hands.
That's a good deal.
It comes with fist, grabbing hand, splayed out hand, and I think it comes with web shooter hands too.
Very cool.
I think so 4 pairs actually.
And how much was that one? I know those are a little bit more.
I think they're like 25 or 30. I got mine for $40 at a convention in Dallas, right?
It was at the Northwest Dallas Toy Show, I believe. It was in 1st of December.
And I was a little hesitant to get it for that price, but I'm glad I did, because near us we haven't found a single good one.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say we saw
We
some.
found 2, but they both suck.
Yeah, and or they had like some kind of mess up wonky eyes or something like that. So you are correct about not having some good QC on those.
But the reason that he's kind of down low is that he's a Walmart exclusive, so that means good luck finding him ever, which kind of leads to his ranking being lower.
Pretty low.
But I think it's still a pretty good Spider-Man. This year in general, they did a really good job with all the Spider-Man stuff. And I'm excited for their new Spider-Man stuff for Across the Spider-Verse next year.
I'm looking forward to that too. And I'm Peter B. Park is what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm looking forward to. All right. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to our number 7. Our number 7 on the list. And we're going to hit it up with mine. And I'm going to turn it on real fast. I'm going to grab it real quick.
Is this not your number 8?
Oh, did I already did the Orco.
Oh. Well, you can redo that for sorry for interrupting.
The Batman. Even the Batman figures. Dude. I love the Batmobile from the Batman movie. It's freaking awesome. Can you do all the effects on? I don't remember that effect in the movie. That one's highly annoying. And I don't remember that one either. But I think the figures are really cool. Even the Spin Master figures are pretty awesome. There he goes, flying down the street. I really dig them. I dig the actual McFarlane toys, and this is the so this is the Spin Master one, the 3 3/4 scale. I totally dig these. I think it's a cool line. I wish they would have came out with a couple more figures in this line, but they did not. And I also enjoy the McFarlane figures, the 7-inch figures of these as well. So that would be my number 7. It's going to be the Batman action figures from McFarlane and also Spin Master. Bub, take it.
So my number 7 spot is for the retro carded X-Men Beast redo.
Dude, one of the best figures that came out this year by far.
He was really nice. I didn't get the first Beast, so whenever they revealed him, that was a nice way for me to grab him, because this year I started building up a cartoon X-Men team, and I needed Beast to fill that team. I guess reissue comes with 2 new heads, or he comes with a new head and the other head's in the new color. He comes with different hands to hold the beakers and stuff. He came with the glasses and the really nice cloth lab coat that I don't have him wearing it because I gave it to my lizard, but it's a really nice piece, and I hope they do a little bit more of cloth stuff like that.
Now, when you bought this one, how much was that one? Do you remember?
I think it was like 30.
Was this one from...
It's a Hasbro Pulse.
Hasbro
exclusive.
Pulse. So this one was probably 30, 35 if I had to...
Around that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was worth it. He's really cool. The only, I guess, kind of gripe I have with it is I wish they would have done the pupil design. Instead, they went with the blank eye design, which is a comic design, but I just kind of prefer the pupil look. But that's like a nitpick more than anything.
You know, it's funny you say that. I hadn't noticed at all, especially because you have the glasses
Yeah,
on.
I put the glasses on to hide them, to make it look like...
Looks cool.
The only negative on him is the glasses don't stick on his face. The only reason they're sticking on his face right now is I used sticky tack on it.
And you can't even tell, dude.
But yeah, so that's like the one negative, is the glasses are kind of crappy, but really good figure, really good re-release.
I dig it.
And I think it's better than the first one.
It displays really well. I like the butterfly joints on it.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really cool.
The book, it didn't come with it. The book is from like a miniature from Michaels, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Still cool.
the Beast was a really good figure that came out this year.
I love it. Dig it. All right, so let's move on to our number 6. So, a lot of you guys kind of know from the past videos that I am a Disney fan, and I enjoy Disney memorabilia, Disney figures, Disney toys, Disney. You know what it is. So my choice is going to be these bad boys, and I'm going to put them on the pedestal right now. So give me a second. So my choice is going to be the 50th anniversary Disney Vinylmations, and these are my top 4 out of that set. That's going to be Wreck-It Ralph, Madame Leota, Penelope, and Ray from Princess and the Frog. And that's going to be my number 6. I really enjoy these figures. They were not cheap. They were actually pretty expensive for what they are. I think I ordered a whole case of these. I think it ended up being around $350. Got the whole set, got the chaser, but that's an expensive set to get. I do think they're pretty awesome. I enjoy them. I collected these a long time ago when they first came out, before Funko Pops were popular. These were the things to collect for Disney. Now that they, Pops is all the licensings, they don't make these anymore. But this year they released them and I had to get them. Totally enjoy them. And now we're going to go to Bub's number 6 as well.
My number 6 is the Studio Series 86 RC. And whenever this figure got first teased, I was very excited because it looked like they were using the Thrilling 30 mold. And then they announced it, and it is a slightly redone version of the Thrilling 30 mold. And I mean, it's just an objective improvement over the Earthrise RC, which at first I really liked that Earthrise RC figure because it was the only one I had. When I got this one, that one's trash compared to the new RC. It looks really close to her animation model. The only real issue is out of packaging, her backpack is kind of big, but you can easily pop off some of the back parts to clean it up. And I think like that, it's probably the best mainline RC figure ever released.
It really does look cool. It doesn't have all the really hollow legs like you've seen on the past ones. There are some hollow spots, but it's not as hollow as the other ones were.
It feels really nice and solid. And the moment that they announced that they were doing Studio Series 86, I was hoping they would do a redo of RC just a little bit to see what they would do as new. And this has me excited for any other potential redos, like with Springer or Ultra Magnus, like the Ultra Magnus that's rumored. And I mean, it's just a really good version of RC, and I love RC from the original movie. And it's nice to finally have a really great mainline RC toy.
Now, how much was that figure?
I think she was $25.
$25. Actually, she might have been cheaper than that because I believe she came out before the price.
Was she before the price hike?
I believe so, yeah. Because like now I think they're like what? They might have been like 22 or 19.97.
I think they were 22 and now they're 25.
Yeah, 24.97, something like that. So, all right, that's cool. Let's go on. Let's hit it up with the number 5, and I'm gonna show you guys what the number 5 of mine is, and it's sitting right behind me, right here. You can see it right here. My number 5 that I just got in the mail right before the end of the year. It's the Spangler wand. I totally think this thing is awesome. It has full LEDs, lights up, makes sounds and everything. I did not put the batteries in it. I just want to store it on the shelf a little bit until I actually get the Proton pack. So I ordered this with the Proton pack, and I received this bad boy in right before Christmas. It came in the mail. I did not expect it. I got the little updated email about it, and this thing is freaking rad. Like, I don't know how to explain how rad this bad boy is. It is totally awesome. It's got aluminum parts, made to look movie replica, authentic. It's even got the spin wheel for the volume. It's pretty sick. Even has the Dixie cup clamp that you clamp onto your backpack. It's freaking sweet. I love it. I believe this thing was kind of pricey. I think I might have paid $125 for it before this year. I believe these were selling at like Think Geek. I think we saw it at Think Geek one time, and it was like $99. They're like, that was right before the movie came out. I saw these one time, and then they raised the prices up on Hasbro Labs. These were made to order, and I picked one up, and I think it's an awesome number 5. Bub, on to you for the next one.
My number 5 spot is the Transformers Legacy Prime Universe Bulkhead. I know a lot of people don't like this figure because it doesn't look like the Transformers Prime version, like what people were hoping for. But personally, as someone who loves Transformers animated, I've always wanted to see what a G1 looking version of Bulkhead would look. And for me, this is a dream come true of a G1 Bulkhead. Even though some people don't like that, I love this because I can put it with my other G1 Autobots like he was always there. And it's just super cool to finally get a new mainline Bulkhead.
It looks pretty awesome.
I love the Wrecking Ball, although I have 2 Wrecking Balls because I got a second one that I'm going to sell because I don't have need for it outside of the second Wrecking Ball.
Actually, I bought it from you.
Oh yeah, you bought that.
I bought the other one from him because he took the Wrecking Ball.
He's the chump that bought mine. But yeah, so it's just, I've always wanted to see what a G1 version of Bulkhead would look like, and I finally did it, and I love the design.
And how much was that one when it was released? That was pretty recent.
I think he was $25.
$25? It's a cool figure, man. It's nice and stout. The only thing I can kind of see people complaining about too, and I think we talked about this, was like it has that hollowness on the inside.
Hollow chest.
So he has the hollow chest, which is not a deal breaker for me. He's still pretty cool, but I wish they would have did something with the windows. It would have made a big difference for me.
Yeah. I personally, the hollow chest doesn't bother me that much, but I can see why it would bother some.
I think I would have preferred it with like black, just
black windows.
Black windows. I think I would have liked it a little bit more.
Yeah,
it's still a cool figure though.
I love this figure. He's really nice. I love the alt mode, and the transformation is really easy to learn and remember.
And I really enjoy the bulkhead too, because I mean that was one of my favorite figures from that show. Mm-hmm. So it's really cool to see him in a different kind of
style.
Yeah, I love it. It looks really cool.
And I'm excited for them to do more of the Prime and animated characters in a more G1 art style, like that Prowl and Skyquake that leaked online.
When those come out, those are gonna be cool. So cool.
That Prowl instant buy for me, as well as that rumored animated Optimus Prime, because I have to by law buy every animated thing that they make.
Now the animated style I'm most looking forward to, if they do it outright, was gonna be who Soundwave.
Soundwave.
It's got to be Soundwave, and that's probably one of my honorable mentions. Is something that would go with Soundwave, but I'm going to mention him a little bit. Mm-hmm. All right, so I think we're on to our number 4, right?
Number 4.
All right, so my number 4 is BAM, the Ninja Turtle Wave, and this would be the I think the open pack, the storage shell wave, and I did not see the actual turtles, but I did get the Foot Clan, some of the Foot Clan guys. I did find Leatherface, I found Shredder, I found Bebop, and I found my favorite, which is actually you got it in your hand.
Yeah, which one?
Wait, hold on. Is it in my hand? It's my hand. I found Krang. Yeah, Krang is sick. I love Krang. It's awesome to find him on a package, even though it's just a reproduction. I totally dig this one, and I actually dig the splinter they had. So yeah, this actually that's just Shredder. Look at those eyebrows, crazy eyebrows. But I did notice this. This was kind of weird. I did notice that on the back of each one of these, they had this like funky sticker. Okay, can you guys see that weird sticker? Yeah, so they had these weird stickers on the back. I don't know what that means, but I did find these at Target right before the end of the year. Actually, 2 days before Christmas, I found all these. So that was my number 4. I'm super happy that I picked these up. And guess what? I don't know if it's a mess up or what was going on, but these were only $11.99 each. That's why I bought them all. I couldn't pass it up. $11.99 for an action figure, dude. That's hard you can't beat it. Because guess what? You have your Masters of the Universe figures are all $17.97 now, but to find these for $11.99, unheard of. Got them all. Let's hear your number 4.
My number 4 is the Sentinel Toys Spider-Man.
Oh, he's so big. Wait, hold on. He doesn't even fit on there.
Is he not?
No, he's too big. Back. Yeah, move him back. Just pull him back there a little bit.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's good right there.
My number 5 spot goes to the Sentinel Toys Into the Spider-Verse Spider-Mech.
It's cool.
Whenever they announced this, I instantly knew I needed to get it, or I wanted to get it, whatever, because I just had a feeling that Hasbro would skip out on Spider, and I didn't want to have an incomplete Into the Spider-Verse team. So seeing this and how beautiful it looks and how accurate to the movie it looked, I wanted to get it. And this is my first ever and probably last import figure.
You waited a long time for that one.
I waited a whole year, and man, It was worth the wait. It's really nice. It has the lights in it to where it can activate the eyes. It comes with a little Penny Parker figurine that I didn't get out, but it's still a really neat little accessory to include. And
it's really cool.
I mean, it really just completes that Spider-Verse team, and it sucks that Hasbro won't make one, but hey, Sentinel Toys made one, and they made a really good one too.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
The base stand that comes with it is also really cool, with the posable thing. I don't know if that's like common with Sentinel Toys, but whatever it is, I really like it.
I think it's pretty awesome. When it came in, we were both excited to see it, and I was like so scared because it looks pretty fragile, but it's actually really good, really good quality. Nice. Yeah, I dig it, totally dig it. And that one's pretty pricey.
Yeah, I don't know what the price of it is now. I don't know if they're still selling it, but I'm glad I got it. Because
how much do you think that was when you first bought it?
I think when I got it, it was $120 or something.
I think so, $120. That was
And it's a whole lot of money, but
Big
it's a
bucks.
whole lot of
Big
worth
bucks. Big bucks. But yeah, definitely worth it. It's a really cool figure. And yeah, you're right. Birthday and Christmas money right there, brother.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's see. So we did your number 4, and let's go ahead and move on to like the number 3 spot that we got. And once again, mine is going to be right behind me. It's sitting right. Oh, not there. Wait, it's sitting right here. I'm gonna see if it even fits.
Oh,
on there.
dang.
There it is. This. So this is my number 3 right there. The Masters of the Universe drag bus that my friend Rocco hooked me up with for Christmas. Super awesome that I got it. This thing is pretty hard to find in this condition. The box is super clean. It comes with the actual shipper on it. It's got Skeletor on the actual driver's side, and the passenger side you have He-Man chilling up on it. That is so cool, so sick. And what's funny about it is you can't really tell in this actual video right here, but it is a Spectre Flame purple. One of my favorites. I've always wanted this drag bus in my collection. Now I have it. The 30th anniversary Masters of the Universe drag bus. Thanks again, Rocco, for that sweet number 3 Masters of the Universe VW drag bus.
My number 3 spot goes to the Studio Series Bumblebee movie, Soundwave and Ravage.
Dude.
Now, it's technically 2 figures, but they go together, so I don't care. This is one of the best Studio Series figures ever made. It is one of the best Soundwave figures that I have, and it's just super good. I love that design from the movie.
How did this not make my list?
Maybe you just forgot. Or
I
you're
probably
just a
did.
Loser. But the Ravage is a really nice little core class figure. He's actually really posable for a little $5 or $10 guy.
Dude, it's awesome.
And pairing him up with Soundwave, they look amazing together.
That Soundwave is
There's
like
only like one negative, and that's
What's that?
the hollowness in the calves
mm,
and the kind of junky alternate mode. But when you're buying this figure, you're buying it for the robot. No one cares about that alternate mode.
yeah,
And,
I don't even care about the alternate mode.
Man, it's just awesome.
I love it. It's one of my favorite. Actually, Soundwave is one of my favorite. Not Autobots, freaking Decepticons. One of my favorite Transformers ever. He is probably like the number 1 to me. And dude, just the combination's amazing.
It's just an awesome design. It's an awesome figure. Though whenever that was announced last year, I instantly knew it would be one of my top 10 contenders, and he's pretty high up there.
I totally forgot that figure. Did that figure really come out this year?
It came out early this year.
Dude, that's how much time it felt like
went
this
by
year.
real quick.
Yeah, it feels like even like I had to go look back on the date for the Batman figure because I was like, that really couldn't have came out in 2022, even though we just talked about the other night, but it did. 2022. I forgot about that figure. Awesome figure.
I love this figure, and easy one of my favorites of the year.
So my number 2 is going to be the most amazing figure that you've ever seen, and it's sitting right behind me. Bub, would you grab that?
Oh, the monkey?
Nope. The Black Adam. Customized by yours truly, Bub. He did this one for me, and I think, did I pay you for this one?
I think you paid me.
I did. I had to pay up some money to have him customize them on the paint jobs.
$500. If anyone wants to commission me, $500, the minimum.
I think he's gonna go back and fix this. Didn't you say you would do some more work on that chest plate?
I was thinking of maybe reworking mine. You have to pay more.
Oh, okay. So I gotta pay more for. But to be honest with you, I think the Black Adam is one of my top figures of the year. I really like how they did all the McFarlane stuff. They've upgraded a lot of things here in the I guess the past and the near past, but hopefully towards the future they'll keep adding more upgrades to this stuff. But I think it's one of the best figures they've ever came out with. It looks just like freaking Dwayne Johnson. It doesn't look like all weird and funky. Like they even gave him the weird necklines in the back, which I love. For real. I mean, they actually add them, so it's accurate as possible. So one of my favorite figures. Bub did a great job of adding all the antique gold throughout, and then blacking out some of the other areas that didn't even need the gold stuff. So it looks really cool. So that's gonna be my number 2 Black Adam custom figure from Bub. Totally enjoy it. Thanks, Bub.
My number 2 of my top 11 figures of the year is Studio Series The Fallen. And he's just incredible. Even though in the movie The Fallen is a nothing villain, I always loved that design, and he's never really had a good toy for years. and it's just amazing to see this awesome looking design get turned into a really proper toy. He's really big. He looks massive compared to the Studio Series movie Optimus. I love the removable face gimmick, just like in the movie. The staff is really nice and big, like in the movie. He has all the nice orange paint in him. And it's just, he's really impressive, and it's finally, it's good to finally have a proper Revenge of the Fallen, Fallen.
I will say this about this particular Fallen. It's a lot better than the one in the past. It doesn't look frail. It doesn't look like it's going to break anytime you move anything on it. So it's pretty cool. It really is cool.
And it's just, I mean, Studio Series made some really good stuff this year. Some stuff that I wanted to put on the list had to be bumped off because just the Fallen outperformed them, and he is just a marvel to look at and have in your hands.
And how much was that one? Do you think that one was?
He was a leader class, so whatever the leader class price point is.
So probably $44.97 or $49.97, I think.
Yeah.
So a little bit of chunk of change, a small smidget of Pirate's Gold taken, but it is one of the coolest figures. It really is. The details on this particular figure are amazing, especially the beard areas.
Yeah, the like thrill or the frill.
Yeah,
on him.
yeah.
Is
really
it a
cool.
Frill?
I think so.
Yeah,
maybe
English, whatever. But yeah, he's just it's an awesome figure.
You know, hopefully we have a new turntable here pretty soon, and we get the camera adjusted to do some of the larger scale figures because for some reason we don't have it set for it.
And before I forget, I love the way they designed the weird like waist arm connector parts.
Oh yeah, if you guys can see it, it's right here in the middle. You can see it right there as it's turning. You see the back of it there.
The movie design always had that weird part on the Fallen, and it always like showed that the toys couldn't really do that. But this toy finally was able to do it in a way that allowed him to move the arms more, and
it makes sense.
It's pretty cool. It's nice to move the arm and have the different parts on it move with it. It's a really satisfying thing to see. And yeah, he's just impressive.
Totally dig it. Let's go ahead and move on to our runner-ups, and I'm gonna go ahead and put them on the actual spin wheel. Let's check them out. All right, so my runner-up right here, I have actually a couple things, and it's gonna be the smaller Transformers, and I can't remember this class.
Core class,
and that's gonna be Rumble and Wheelie. Rumble, I mean, I'm telling you, once they make an animated Shockwave and a Soundwave, I'm hoping they come out with those. But once they make the Soundwave, he's going to definitely go with him, and I kind of hope to make a Shockwave. That'd be so cool to have both of those. But Soundwave
and a Frenzy,
those are going to look awesome in display case. Those would be probably the only two I'm going to pick up besides Rumble. So Rumble, Frenzy, and then Soundwave, and then hopefully Shockwave if they come up with those. But I do enjoy the Wheelie because he actually looks well with Grimlock. So
also one of my honorable mention or runner-ups are also Frenzy / Rumble and Wheelie. I think they're really nice. The Wheelie is such an improvement on that little piece of junk that came with Grimlock. And the Frenzy is a really good improvement over the Earthrise Rumble. And I just love that he comes with the his jackhammers, and I love that he comes with his guns that you can put on his back, and you can really have him in the iconic Rumble Frenzy pose where they're hunched forward and they're using their jackhammers to cause earthquakes and just generally break stuff.
I like that pose too.
I'm so excited to see the next Rumble and Frenzy so that you can have them together. And yeah, it's really cool, and they finally gave him the accurate colors instead of the toy colors.
What I like about these figures too,
accurate cartoon colors instead of the toy colors.
Yeah, I actually enjoy these because they are very little dollars, so these actually are pretty good to add. And I like the way he's posed because it looks like he's doing like that right there. Those are part of the runner-ups, and my other part of the runner-ups I'm going to show you right now. So I'm going to go right behind Bub. It's right behind his head, and I'm going to show you one of my favorites. It's a collectible, so most of these have been action figures. My other runner-up I was going to put on here, was the first collectible on this list, and that is Garbage Pail Kids cards. I love Garbage Pail Kids cards, and it's something fun for me to collect. This is actually a refractor card. This is right here in this camera. It's number 33 of 199, and this one's actually pretty hard to find, but I love Garbage Pail Kids. These actually are kind of stinking expensive for what they are. Like for the Chrome pack, they were $20 or $30. That's high dollars for me for cards. Even sports cards are so expensive nowadays. But that is going to be my honorable mention. That was my second honorable mention. Now Bub's got another one for you, and he's going to go ahead and put that up on the wheel and have a little discussion.
I don't have it with me, unfortunately, mostly because I didn't know that we were doing this section, but I'll just talk about him. My other honorable mention that I can really think of is Studio Series 86 Ironhide.
Oh, awesome. You know what? Why don't you just go ahead and grab him?
No.
Okay. He's not going to go ahead and grab him.
But that Ironhide is a really impressive Ironhide, and the only reason he's not on the top 10 list is because just I had a really bad time trying to get a good looking Ironhide.
Oh, multiple buys, multiple returns. Yeah.
There was a lot of quality control issues with the paint on the chest, which ended up knocking him off the list. But if you can get a good Ironhide,
scoop it up.
It's worth it because it's such a massive improvement on the Siege and Earthrise Ironhide. It's not even a joke. And I'm so excited to see that mold get turned into a Ratchet, so we can have the 86 Ratchet, and we can recreate the deaths of them on the arc that traumatized several children in a very funny way. But yeah, the Ironhide is really my only other honorable mention that I can think of at the moment.
Yeah, I was going to say a lot of Transformers didn't make it to my list. Most of mine is kind of a broad list this year. One of the main reasons, like, I don't think Transformers kind of made it to my list is because I only had the one figure, which is like the Soundwave, that I really wanted. And I've also decided to dwindle down my Transformers. So with the whole thing with like the cost of everything going up and everything costing more, I've decided to really narrow down what I want to collect. And Soundwave and his cassettes are kind of what I'm going to stick to. And Bad Guys and He-Man. So I've been kind of like trying to dwindle down. But you know what? Let's go ahead and move on to our number one. And you want to hit it up with your number one first?
I will save mine because he's big.
Oh man. Okay, so
I'm gonna the impressive one. So
I don't have mine to show you right now. I'm gonna actually display. So my number one collectible / action figure this year. Hot Wheels NFTs.
Good God.
And I knew he was going to say that.
Yeah, I overheard you saying that. I hate you. That's not even a toy or anything.
See, so that's what
it's not worth. It's not.
So he's saying that right now.
Condemn this. I hate this. That's such a lame way to end your top 10 list, and mine is better.
So my number one for my Hot Wheels.
I'm not looking at you. I'm not looking at you.
My Hot Wheels NFT is the number one on my list. Main reason is because what Bub doesn't understand is
I understand what it is.
I actually received 4 of the premium Hot Wheels NFTs in on my actual opening, so I will receive in hand physical Hot Wheels. The Caddy is super hard to get. I got the Caddy, I got the Corvette, I got the Silverado, and I cannot remember the last one, but I got all 4 of the premiums on my NFT pulls. I will be receiving in the mail physical Hot Wheels, and I actually have completed series 2, 3, and almost 3/4 of 4 of my NFTs, and I cannot afford the series 1s because they're so expensive. But that is my number one. I have had major success with NFTs, and I love those Hot Wheels.
These are physical toys, not low.
I'm talking about physical toys.
You don't have them.
People don't understand.
You didn't get them in 2022.
I got the actual redemption, so
that does not count. That does not count.
My number one.
That is lame. That is lame.
Fighting words.
And stupid and bad, and I hate it. Mine is better. Objectively, mine is.
We are going to shoot a whole nother video that talks about just about these. Mine is Bub because he cannot handle it.
Yeah,
Let's hear your number one.
It's a scam. That's what it is. It's a scam made for dumb people, which is you. Dumb people.
He is so wrong. He has no idea.
I have 100% of idea.
He has no idea.
Oh, let me download this PNG that everyone can right click and save.
It's not a PNG.
It is a PNG.
Oh man, some people. Your number one.
Some people.
Let's hear your number one. Let's hear your number one. Let's hear your number one.
Mine is actually cool because it's a physical toy that you can touch and play with and isn't just a line of code that is on a computer screen.
He has no idea.
This is my number one toy of the year.
Bam.
HasLab Transformers Victory Saber.
Boy, this thing is smooth.
Now, what can I say that hasn't been said about this guy before? He is impressive, he is massive, he is costly, but man, is it worth it. Because he's like 5 or 4 figures in one. It's the Brainmaster, Saber, Star Saber, Victory Leo, and combine them to create Victory Saber. And
it's actually pretty sweet.
It's an impressive hunk of plastic, and it's like seeing pictures of it, I wasn't really impressed by it that much, but having it in hand next to like Optimus Prime, it's wow, because it just trumps Optimus like in size, and he has a lot of engineering, and he feels really good to handle, and it's just
put him down.
He is impressive.
He's one of the coolest figures.
Whenever I got him, it wasn't even a question on where he would be on the list. The moment I got him, he went straight up to number 1.
Not like my NFTs.
Lame.
It is a really cool figure. Bub's kind of like just looking at it right now, but it's probably one of the best Transformers I've seen. Actually, I think it's probably one of the coolest Transformers I've seen you buy.
Oh, it's definitely one of my favorites I have. He is impressive, and I'm excited for Deathsaurus next year.
Yeah, and you're going to pick that one up too.
Which I did back. I didn't back Star Saber. I got him second market for not too bad of a price.
Actually, you did. You got him for, okay, so like, I think originally he was like 178 or 180 something.
It was an auction. The auction was the original price of $180, and I got him for, what, it was $285, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying like the original price for from Hasbro Labs was 180.
It was 180, yeah.
Yeah, plus shipping, I think, and then you actually bought it.
Plus shipping would be 200.
Yeah, so you bought it secondary market. I think you paid
break a little bit over the original price.
Yeah, so it's a pretty good deal. I thought it was like 281 or something like that.
Yeah, it was 281.
Because a lot of people were asking like $400 to $500 for it. So I think we did
I don't know if he's worth 400 or 500, but if you get him for like around 300 and below, absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's worth it. I wouldn't pay. I wouldn't pay more than.
I wouldn't pay 400 or 500, but 300 and a little bit under.
Here, let's turn around.
Fantastic. He is massive and just impressive. He feels.
If you guys get the opportunity to even see one, check it out. Like, go and pick up one, go look at it, go to your local toy store. If they have one if you go to local toy store and they have one for like 300, 350, and you have a little extra money in your pocket, I recommend it, especially if you're into Transformers. Even I don't really collect the good guys. I don't collect the good guys at all, and this thing is cool.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, what can I say outside of he's just impressive, and he was easily my favorite figure of 2022. And he's actually a toy, unlike World Lines of Code, so.
Well, there you have it. There's our 22 figures / collectibles for 2022. And I hope you guys really enjoyed watching this video. We enjoyed making it. And we hope to see you guys in future videos. It's going to be an amazing year.
We're going to try and get back
into
some more routine stuff.
Yep. And we're going to say, see you guys later, man. Thanks for watching.
Goodbye.